know a lot of your supporters kind of say 2016 can be a lot like 2012, and I'm curious if you could expand on that specifically. You know, you're up against David Dewhurst last time. Do you see any parallels between David Dewhurst and Jeb Bush?
Well, I see a tremendous parallel between the Senate campaign we had in Texas that was driven from the grassroots. Its energy, its power came from thousands of grassroots activists across the state of Texas, from young people, from Hispanics, from Republican women, from Tea Party leaders, from small business owners. You know, the Texas Senate race, every political observer said we didn't have a chance. And the entire political establishment was against us. Just like in the presidential race, we're taking on the Washington cartel. We're taking on career politicians in both parties who get in bed with lobbyists and special interests and grow and grow and grow government. And I believe the path to victory is going to be the same thing, that we are going to win by mobilizing a grassroots army all across the country. And what I'm most encouraged by is we are seeing that growing and developing organically in Iowa, in New Hampshire, in South Carolina, all across the Super Tuesday, March 1st states. We're seeing it across the country. People are fed up with campaign conservatives who talk a good game on the trail but haven't walked the walk, and they're looking for a consistent conservative who's the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
So your campaign issued a statement about the Kentucky clerk who's in jail right now. Why feel the need to get involved in that?
What happened today in Kentucky is fundamentally wrong. Today, for the first time in history, a Christian woman was thrown in jail for standing up for her faith. This is wrong, and this is not America. We're a nation that was founded on religious liberty. We were founded by men and women fleeing religious persecution and coming to a land where every one of us could worship God with all of our heart, mind, and soul without government getting in the way. You know, it is striking that Chief Justice Roberts, in dissent, observed this gay marriage decision is not based in the Constitution. That's the Chief Justice of the United States. Justice Scalia rightly predicted this decision was so lawless that state and local officials would refuse to comply. And let me say a special word to all of the politicians, both Democrats and Republicans, who are tut-tutting about Kim Davis, saying she's a government official. If she will not comply with the law, she must resign. That's being said all over the place by timid Washington politicians. Well, if that's the standard, who among them is calling for the mayor of San Francisco to resign, for setting up a sanctuary city, for defying federal immigration laws, and for inviting violent criminal illegal aliens to come into San Francisco? American citizens are being murdered. Kate Steinle is dead today because the mayor of San Francisco defied the law and refused to enforce it. Likewise, President Obama, for 6.5 years, has been an imperial president over and over and over again, defying the law, refusing to follow the law, whether it's federal immigration law, whether it is our welfare reform laws, whether it is his very own Obamacare. Where are the voices calling on President Obama to resign? Everyone who in high dudgeon says she's a public official, she must comply with the law. Fine. When the mayor of San Francisco resigns, when President Obama resigns, then we can talk about Kim Davis. But right now, for everyone that's going on TV saying this one clerk in Kentucky is somehow a threat to liberty, how is it possibly the case that one county clerk poses a greater threat to our liberty than the President of the United States, who defies the law on a daily basis and is embraced by the media for doing so? We should not live in a land where people are thrown in jail for living according to their faith. The First Amendment protects the religious liberty of every American. I stand with Kim Davis unequivocally. Kim Davis should be released from jail. And I call upon every believer. I call upon every constitutionalist. I call upon every lover of liberty to stand with Kim Davis as well and to stop the persecution of Christians.